In this video, we are going to see the complete work sequence of floor tiling using cement mortar. Prior to commencement of tiling activity, it is best to ensure all the required quality assurance documents are thoroughly checked and approved. The work progress should be aligned with the guidelines mentioned in these documents. Prior accepting the tile consignment at the project, random checks to be done on selected boxes. Minimum one sample from each batch and each type of tile to be checked. Check to be made to verify the compliances with allowable tile tolerances for dimension, thickness, warpage, damages, and noticeable variation from the approved sample. Only upon this confirmation tiles to be allowed for unloading.
This video shows how the stock of materials is organized and kept in storage.
Before we start the process, let us quickly have a look on the tools used in the entire process. Mason's hammer, chipping tools, pan, level tube, angle grinding machine, tile cutting machine, rubber mallet, hand gloves, nylon thread, sponge, right angle, tile joint scraper, plumb bob, 3 mm, spacer, trowel, spirit level, measurement tape, flat trowel, aluminium straight edge, spacer remover tool, measurement box, buckets, spade, baker rod, protection sheets and tape.
The activity performed in the video helps us to understand how surface preparation to be carried out. Also covers the dead mortar removal and how floor should be kept in saturated surface on dry condition. As considering the next step, button marking on the floor to be provided across the apartments by utilizing 1 meter reference level, marking transferred from the datum line. Temporary door to be installed prior to initiating tiling works and all related civil works and services. The interval between two consecutive button marks should be lesser than a straight edge length. Importantly, a copy of the tile layout drawing to be pasted on the wall for quick reference. Post completion of the button mark fixing, the level needs to be rechecked. Mortar thickness must be cross-verified across the apartment.
If that exceeds more than 30 to 35 mm, then additional screed concrete to be laid.
Preliminary inspection of base building to be carried out to confirm wall right angle, door opening dimensions, wall alignment, etc. As shown in the video, 6 parts of fine aggregate needs to be added using measurement box. After getting 6 parts of fine aggregate, 1 part of cement to be laid using measurement box based on the mix specification. Cement sand to be mixed thoroughly, turning at least 3 times to ensure uniformity of cement and sand. A bun to be made with the dry mix to avoid water loss during mortar mixing. As shown in the video, 20 liters of water is preferred for 1 to 6 mortar ratio. Wet mixing to be done properly without any formation of lumps. After mixing with water, it shouldn't be too dry and too watery. Prior to spreading cement sand mortar on the floor to be spread with cement slurry, a mixture of cement and water for better bonding and to avoid water loss in wet mortar. compaction and leveling of the surface is pretty much important, which needs to be carried by expert individuals. Leveling to be carried out by using straight edge without any surface undulations. Mortar splashing is done to get uniform level of surface without any undulations. After mortar splashing is done, moderate stage of leveling to be carried out. Existing button marks to be removed and to be filled with mortar to the required level. After completing the mortar spreading, dry laying of the tiles to be done according to the layout drawing to check the right angle in both directions. After verifying the dry laying, lump-free cement slurry to be uniformly spread on the mortar top surface after roughening the surface with the mason trowel. Then the tile to be laid by following the arrow mark direction, and tile spacer to be inserted for maintaining the uniform spacing. Tapping to be done on the tile surfaces for better bonding by using rubber mallet. After fixing the tile, do not forget to remove the tile spacers. The same procedure must be followed for entire apartment. Slippage and level differences after tile installing to be checked with the adjacent tiles. A gap of 8 mm to be left out from wall surfaces all around for expansion and contraction of the tiles. Post-installation of the tile, the excess cement slurry cleaning and any dust particle found need to be cleaned. As a whole, overall cleanliness needs to be ensured. When the floor is trafficable, initial curing must be initiated and tile spacers needs to be removed across the flooring. Post removal of tile spacer, backer rod to be provided at the junction of wall and tile junction where 8 mm space is allowed for expansion and contraction. Skirting cutting to be done keenly using the tile cutter machine. The cement paste to be kept ready. The prepared cement paste needs to be applied on the wall and back buttering to be done for the tile skirting. Do not forget to apply certain amount of cement on the top of the skirting area. Proper packing needs to be ensured. Also, excess cement paste should be cleaned to make sure the overall cleanliness. For fixing on the wall edges, joint of 45-degree miter to be shaped with the use of tile cutting machine. The molded skirting needs to be fixed on the wall with the help of cement paste. To ensure the completion of a tile laying, the cement paste needs to be applied on the top of the skirting. After the tile installation process, the curing must be ensured for minimum of 7. After the inspection, the tile flooring needs to be protected properly.
We have now completed the tile laying activity. To proceed with tile grouting activity, we need few specific tools. Tools required for tile grouting activity: pan, buckets and mugs, cotton cloth, hand gloves, grouting material, scraper, putty blades 4 and 8, air blower, sponge, cleaning mop and wiper, detergent, masking tape, tile joint scraper, broomstick.
Tile grouting activity must be started after the completion of tile fixing work, curing period, and after the application of first coat of paint on the walls and ceiling. Previously laid temporary floor protection sheets need to be carefully removed without damaging the tiles. The masking tape at the skirting top wall interface to be removed, ensuring that there is no leftover tape adhesive on the tile surface. As shown in the video, protection sheet has been taken out from the work area. After removing the protection sheet, the floor and the skirting area to be broomed to remove all the dust particles. After the brooming, the tile joints to be cleaned with a tile joint dust remover, a hand tool.
Usage of steel nails, steel bars, grinder to be strictly avoided.
After the groove cleaning, the floor needs to be swept again. A air blower to be used to blow away the fine dust particle deposited within the tile groove. Now we are going to clean the floor with detergent. The detergent should be mixed with the water in the ratio as mentioned in the video. The tile surface is washed with the recommended mild detergent diluted in water as per the manufacturer's recommendation. The detergent should be spread across the floor. hard stains need to be removed using a soft sponge. The clean detergent water to be removed using a floor wiper. The clean surface to be left to dry for a minimum period of 24 hours to ensure that there is no moisture present in the surface. At the same time, the floor surface to be inspected once again to ensure that there is no damaged tile. If there is any damaged tile, it needs to be replaced as per the approved epoxy grouting material, consisting of a mixture of resin, paste, and a hardener is used for grouting. The epoxy being highly thixotropic, non-sagging will impair high bond strength and stain resistant.
Ensure proper use of personal protective equipment, PPE, before mixing the mixture.
The mixing of the grout to be done as per manufacturer's recommended ratio, either by hand fuel mixing or using a 100 rpm mechanical mixer, depending on the quantum of the work. For error-free batching, it is recommended to mix the whole container of resin and hardener which is supplied in the correct mix proportion. Both the resin and the hardener to be mixed thoroughly for 2 to 3 minutes to achieve a lump-free creamy consistency mix. Overmixing may shorten the pot life as it traps air. The mixed grout to be consumed within 60 minutes of mixing. Any leftover material after 60 minutes to be discarded. The expiry date of the material to be checked before using. The grouting should commence from one corner to ensure that the grouted area is not soiled again. The epoxy grout to be forced into the tile joint using a tile grouting blade in a continuous manner, leaving it flush with the tile edge. Ensure the joints are firmly filled and free of voids. The excessive grouting material to be removed along with the progress of work. The floor and the skirting to be grouted in the same manner. If any touch-ups or any voids present in the joint, it needs to be refilled within 30 minutes of application. The initial cleaning to be done with a moist soft sponge to wipe out hard stains and grout residue. The initial cleaning to be done within 90 minutes of the first application. Finally, the surface to be cleaned with the soft cloth. Recommended to complete the final cleaning within 10 to 20 minutes from the initial cleaning. After 48 hours, it is recommended to protect the grouting joints with masking tape for lighter shade of grout.
This will help to avoid decoloration of grout and shade variation in grouting color during subsequent activity. With this, we have come to the end of this video. So far, we have seen the step-by-step procedure of the floor tile laying activity using cement